This is Eric Jesse, and the first video I will be doing is on reading assessments. First and foremost, there are standard reading tests within the reading assessment. These tests are typically given once a year, up to maybe even 3 times a year, depending on what region, what state, where you are at, and the testing is obviously chosen by the school. Parents can actually give this test, but typically the tests are generally given by schools to make sure that the child is actually progressing at his or her reading level, making sure that they're keeping at grade level and just keeping up with their peers. There's a few different types of standardized tests that are used by schools. First one is Comprehensive Test of Phonological Processing, or CTOPP. The next is Dynamic Indicators of Basic Early Literacy Skills, or DIBELS. The next one is the Iowa Test of Basic Skills, which is ITBS. I remember taking this one frequently in elementary school. Next is Phonological Awareness Test, or PAT. And the last one we have listed is the Texas Primary Reading Inventory, or the TPRI. Like I said, these standardized reading tests are typically given when a child actually first enters school. Then it is typically given after that, and at least annually, if not more, just to help monitor his or her progress. And the reading obviously helps increase logic and problem solving skills. We'll go a little deeper now on those tests and what they entail. So first we will go with the CTOPP, or Comprehensive Test of Phonological Processing. So this one is all about phonological awareness, memory, and naming tests, and this can take up to 40 minutes. It is given to kids or adults at the age of 6 to even age 24. A CTOPP2 can be given to children as young as age 4 even. This test can be administered by a parent, teacher, a physician, or at any sort of testing center in some cases. So this test typically is to document an individual's progress in phonological processing, determine strengths and weaknesses of the person's phonologic ability, and lastly, measure an individual's ability to remove the phonological segments from spoken words to form other words. So the next one we had on our list was DIBELS, or Dynamic Indicators of Basic Early Literacy Skills. And the DIBELS assessment test helps measure early literacy skills through a number of short tests. The 1-minute tests are used to regularly monitor a child's literacy development and early reading skills. The DIBELS results can measure a child's future literacy proficiency. They give feedback to the teacher at an extremely quick and fast pace, and it is used to help find the class level phonic and literacy monitoring as a child progresses through school. This is one of the most common ones we see today. A lot of kids would remember this, and they talk about this one frequently. The next one is the Iowa Test of Basic Skills, which this is one of the more common ones in Iowa. This nationally administered set of exams covers a wide swath of early cognitive ability. And the ITBS, or Iowa Test of Basic Skills, assesses multiple subjects such as language arts, reading, science, math, and social sciences. And it is also given to kids as young as 4 years old and can continue all the way up to college age, just depending on where they maybe fall and how frequently they maybe need to be assessed. The goal of this test is to help assist teachers in providing more detailed instruction to individual students based on the test results. The test can be given at home as well, but typically more so at school, and the test can start in kindergarten. The next one we had was Phonological Awareness Test, and this one mostly focuses on 6 core subjects. These subjects include rhyming, segmentation, isolation, deletion, substitution, and blending. This test is geared more toward the elementary age students, so ages 5 to about 11, and it can be given by teachers, parents, or even a medical professional. It takes about 40 minutes and concentrates on a child's phonetic decoding skills, the GraphMe correspondence, and phonological awareness. Then our last one that we had was the Texas Primary Reading Inventory, and this is a one-on-one test. It's a very early reading test, and it can be given by the classroom teacher. It is actually given 3 times a year, obviously the beginning, middle, and end. And this is for all a young kids one, elementary age students and grades as well. And the TPRI is given over a 2-week period to the entire class. It has a screening section and inventory section for each grade level to give the teachers an effective way to guide a student to better reading fluency. And that is our information that we have on the reading assessment.